Welcome to the quest to turn this into this. We are going for a full alpha set. We got some big boys, but we are still very far behind. So join me as I turn people's bulk into a complete alpha set. You guys know what this is? More March of the Machine Commander decks. Yes, we're doing more. Another 50 displays just got here, and we have another 100 on the way. But I want to show you something I haven't showed anyone yet. It's not finished, but I'm excited because it looks cool. Here we go. Boom! We're painting a mural for the store with the company logo and, you know, Dark Magician Girl, Charizard, and Sarah Angel. One of my favorite arts of Sarah Angel. And that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Bulk. Forget about that. This is the cool freaking thing to the store. It's such a great addition. It's freaking awesome. Yeah, if you didn't see our last video of where we opened up all those March of Machine Commander decks for the value it has inside, because we got a good deal on them, I'll post it at the end. So, we ditched Lotus Quest. We ditched it. It's gone. Now, it's Alpha Quest, and we're doing it off bulk. Because I was like, listen, you know what? I don't think it's gonna work out because some people just don't want to buy products. I get it. Leave that to me. I'll open the products. I'll buy the products. Something you guys could do, which is buy bulk. Bulk is plentiful. I bought this last night. This is probably like 2,000 cards, maybe 2,500 cards. I think I paid like $15 for it. Anyone can get bulk. Super cheap. It's like $5 per 1,000 is like the national average. That's what people pay. That's what I pay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do my process of what I do when I get bulk. So step one would be do a sift. Now we sift out all the value. Anything over 15 cents we keep. Anything under 15 cents we bulk out to our various sources. So how we bulk out, we'll get into that later. There's so many things you could do to liquidate this bulk. But the things over 15 cents, we as a store, that is not true bulk. People still use it, people still buy it. People buy it on TCG Player, in-store, wherever. But for argument's sake, we're selling everything on TCG Player as a direct seller. So, let's get to it. Alright, so we made it upstairs. We got our bulk set up. I think did I go over how much we paid? I think we paid 15 bucks for this. So, $15, we have to extract over $15 of sellable cards out of here. What we do first is we just sift through it really quick, like by hand, pull out all the foils and stuff like that, and then we run it through our fancy card sorter, and that scans it, pulls out the cards of value, puts them to another section, and then we go through, catalog them, and sell them. But first, let's sort it by hand, pull out all like the tokens, the foils, the things that the machine can't detect, and then we'll pass it through, and it's gonna pull out all the good stuff, and we'll see what we get. Alright, so we got the machine started. We're sifting through some stuff, and I just want to show you what I found in this bulk. Now, I'm giving this card back to the customer just because I know them and they're local and they're a repeat customer, but I found this in his bulk. A freaking grief, man. It's like a $25 card. Come on, man. Go through your bulk. Jesus. But as you can see, these things happen. So when you buy thousands of cards, things like this happen. Sure, you as a regular person, you're not going to have this big fancy machine, but you could do it by hand. And it's going to take a lot more time, but, you know, the potential for you to make money on bulk, it's there, man, as you can see. And, you know, this card, we're not going to add that in the total value because we're giving that back to the customer just because they're local and I feel bad. So, there we go. Okay, so we got it all separated. These are the non-foils and these are the foils. Normally we pay a little bit higher for foils, but they were all mixed in and I guess they didn't want to separate it. So these are all the foils. Just going through it, we found a couple of things, man. That grief, we're giving back to them, but we found a few like $1, $2 cards, $3 cards. Once we put everything through, we'll bring out the total, and whatever the profit is from this sort, we're gonna buy our first alpha card to complete our set. That's the whole point of this whole video series, is we want to try to complete an alpha set from just buying bulk, and I think we could do it. We're gonna start with the cheapest all the way up to the most expensive, so follow along, man. It's gonna be sick. Okay, we are at the halfway point, and these are all the cards that are above 15 cents. Now, it's normally not like this. This happens to be really good bulk. So normally I'd probably have half this much, like probably this much. But as you can see, it's still quite a bit of a difference between sellable stuff to actual true bulk. This stuff will sit in your inventory for a very long time. Will eventually sell, but with the limited amount of room we have, we kind of have to pick and choose our battles. So that's why we do it the way we do it. If I had an unlimited amount of space, like a gigantic, huge 40,000 square foot warehouse, I would sell every card. But we're limited on our space, so this is what we have to do. Halfway point now. We'll check back in a minute. So we're all done with the sorting. We pulled out pretty much all the stuff that got sifted out is right here. These two rows are what we call in the industry turbo bulk. So these are like things that are gonna sit for a very long time. So out of, I think it was 3,000 cards, that's probably like 2,500 cards that are completely like bulk. We got about 500 to 600 cards that are sellable. And out of those, let me show you. Okay, so this is the feed of the sorter. So there was some foils in there. Out of the 66 foil cards, $84 in value, which is pretty good considering we paid $15 for the bulk itself. Now this right here, 464 cards with the value of $336. So this is over $400 worth of cards, and we paid 15 bucks because it was bulk. Yeah, that's crazy. That's probably on the higher end of doing this whole bulk thing. It's not always like that. Most of the time it's about half of that, but still really good margins. Let's figure out what it'll be after fees and buy another alpha card. That's crazy. Both of them put together was it was $420. I know, 420, whatever, blah, blah, blah. LOL. So after fees and everything, we're probably looking at around 260 bucks in, or 250 bucks in potential profit, considering, you know, we remove our cost of goods and everything, which was 15 bucks. 250 bucks. So let's buy $250 alpha card. Let's see what we're missing. Okay, so all in all, we got an Alpha Disintegrate, an Alpha Fireball, Mesa Pegasus, and a Wall of Swords. All alpha. The grand total of that purchase was $236. So we still got a little bit of wiggle room. We got 30 bucks in there. I don't think we can really get anything else. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save that 30 bucks. We're gonna bank it and we're gonna save it for the next episode. So we have 30 bucks available in our bank to fund our alpha obsession. It's coming along nicely. Thank you guys. I really appreciate everyone watching. Thank you to the patrons. You guys rock. You guys are the reason why this store is being as successful as it is. As much as I like to be all gloom and doom, like everyone in the industry, you got to take the positives out of it. This whole series that I'm going to do, this is the positive of it. Turning people's junk that they don't want into stuff that you want. This is what we're going to do. I've always wanted an alpha set, and it's going to take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of man hours, and we're gonna freaking get it, man. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.